I want like a pile of votive candles and a gallon of liquid oxygen, and I want to be nowhere near it, but I want those two things to combine. Today's video was made in partnership with Adobe.
Today we've got some new experiments increasing the combustion level of a few things with liquid oxygen.
Hey guys, for those of you who didn't skip the title sequence, you may have noticed that today's video had something a little different in it, namely the Adobe After Effects icon appearing during the title. As we mentioned at the start of the video, today's video was made in partnership with Adobe, and for those of you who are interested in how we make our content, keep an eye out for the Premiere and After Effects logos throughout the videos.
Every time you see one of those icons in this video, it is letting you know that there is a tutorial explaining how that specific effect or graphic got made over on Adobe's Creative Cloud channel. So after you finish watching this video, go check out over on Adobe's channel to learn a little bit more about the cool stuff you can make in Adobe Creative Cloud.
And with that, let's jump into today's video.
Well, a while ago, we made some videos with liquid oxygen and burning a few different things. It was a lot of fun.
It was. We've actually done two different videos. Once we had our friend Alexander here helping us out, and another one we actually decided to burn up some fast food. Both of these were really, really cool, but we're not done yet.
So we've got an assortment of things we want to try, and well, it's pretty straightforward. We're gonna either put them in liquid oxygen or put liquid oxygen on them and have them burn. And it looks really cool because it burns so much more energetically. Here's the basic idea. We've had a fun few experiments in the past using liquid oxygen, which lets things burn much more rapidly. We've got some new things we want to try and some twists on some old ideas. Burning, as we know it, is a process by which things chemically combine with oxygen, and there's an outpouring of energy, heat, and light.
Called fire.
A lot of the time, the rate at which things burn is limited by the amount of oxygen they have. You can see this really easily if you have just a normal bonfire or a barbecue with charcoal, and you blow on it and the fire gets brighter and hotter. That's because you're introducing air which has oxygen in it, and it's able to add more oxygen more quickly.
On the flip side, you can remove oxygen from an environment simply as when we put a board over a flame or something and it snuffs it out, that's removing oxygen from the environment to suffocate it.
So the oxygen is vital to the reaction. It's hard to get more oxygen introduced to a system than just pouring liquid oxygen onto it. It's not impossible. There are actually some reactions that basically force oxygen into a chemical reaction faster than just adding the liquid oxygen. But what we're focusing on today is using liquid oxygen, flooding whatever's going to be burning, and seeing the reaction because it looks really cool. Here's our thermos. This whole tank here is oxygen, and it's going to come out the regulator through this hose. Then it's going to go into this copper coil, and that's going to be down inside our thermos here. We'll fill this with liquid nitrogen, and then as the oxygen passes through the coils of the copper tube, it's going to cool down to the point that it turns and condenses into a liquid. We'll try and gather all of that liquid out in these styrofoam cups, and it should be a very nice pale blue color. We've also got this metal pot that I've bolted onto the end of a 2x4. That's what we're going to use for pouring. So we'll pour our liquid oxygen into the metal pot. That way we can tip stuff in a nice, this pot pours pretty well, at least it does with water. That way we'll be able to pour in small amounts in a nice steady stream or larger quantities from like 6 to 8 feet away. And then we've also got some sparklers if there's anything that we want to poke on an even longer stick, something that already has the liquid oxygen on it. So a few things we're going to try.
We've got cotton candy, and we've just run into a small roadblock. We're out of oxygen. Like, thankfully not in the air around us, but our tank is out. So we have just enough to attempt a small experiment with the cotton candy right now, and then we're going to have to pick this up at a later date.
Not so much.
Sparkler. No? Well, now what's your plan?
Sparkler, light me.
We're safe. We're safe. You just gonna...
Yeah.
Good. Good.
I think we ran out of the
Sad.
oxygen part.
We're out of oxygen. No, Nate.
I found it.
And that's how I nearly lost a coworker.
Nah, it's fine.
I didn't like that at all.
I did. Neat.
Neat. Just neat. We ran out of oxygen, so to make liquid oxygen, you kind of need that. So I ran, grabbed a new tank, and hopefully we'll be good to go now. All right. Go! it's very energetic. It's just very hard to see.
I feel like it's doing less than I expected.
Me too. Nate doesn't choose oh. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
All right, so sugar, it works better if you really soak it before you start lighting it. If you remember the carpet scraps that we did last time, that was polypropylene carpet. That has about the same energy density as gasoline. Normally you can't get all that energy out very quickly, but with enough oxygen, clearly you can. Apparently we're gonna try a little bit of this stuff.
Gonna try so much of it.
We're gonna try a little bit of this stuff.
That's actually more than I thought he was gonna let me do, so I'm thrilled.
It's very loose, so the oxygen doesn't stay around it as much, but oh, that's a ton. Let's just try that.
That's basically the insides of a pillow. So, sparkler on a stick, and
All gone. It's gone.
in half a second, nothing left. Add more, add more, add more. Carefully add more. Well,
I missed.
No, put it on the stick. Don't touch it. Okay, okay. There's no more fire. No.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
Tiny
Neat.
bit.
Neat. This isn't safe.
No.
This isn't safe. Still not safe.
Yeah, no.
All right, for our steel wool pads, we've got them in a line. Callie is going to pour liquid oxygen in a nice line over them, trying to soak the steel as much as it will, which is not going to be perfect, but
Not a ton.
a lot of it running out. I think we're just going to
Push the
push
whole
these
thing.
pads so they're just sitting in the steel wool.
All right, I'm just gonna get out of your way now.
And poking in 3, 2, 1.
Yes!
Well, we met those holes right through our pan. So
Oh, that's so pretty.
that's what just happened.
That's how you know we did a good job.
Yep, that just left marks in the concrete. So next, we're gonna try a candle. Cody from Cody's lab has actually already done this, but I wanted to try it. The wick will also be lit, and we'll pour the liquid oxygen onto the lit candle with the pool of wax around it.
Yes, good. Wow!
Oh, it does a lot more when the wax is all liquid, Cody.
I'm gonna trigger. And then I'm gonna move. Okay, I'm out of the way.
That's enough of this one. All right, so the wax being liquid makes
Yes.
a very big difference.
Good.
Very big difference.
That was delightful.
I loved that.
A little bit of isopropyl alcohol.
Oh,
and
I'll
a
be
tiny
over.
bit of liquid oxygen.
Good. Yes. Good.
Well, that was fun.
Glorious. Magnificent. Wonderful.
Okay, we have one charcoal briquette, which we're going to light and get burning, and then pour some liquid oxygen onto it. We are not going to pour any liquid oxygen on before we burn it, because dangerous things can happen. More dangerous things can happen.
And I'm gonna miss Nate after this experiment.
All right,
That is burning a bit.
let's get it burning a bit more.
3, 2, 1.
Look how nicely burning that briquette is. That is like perfect for a barbecue right there.
Oh yeah, you could totally cook on that. Pan of charcoal. And liquid oxygen.
Can of beautifully burning charcoal.
Look at how you made some charcoal.
Yeah, it just gets it ready a lot quicker.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Ooh, that's exciting!
And look at the cast iron pan.
Which I believe now has steel welded to the bottom of it.
Holy cow.
Hey, that spot came off. Maybe all of them will.
That's how hot it was. Awesome. Well guys, we have a whole new tank of oxygen and liquid nitrogen. So, anything else that you want to see the reaction of when we combine these?
Thanks again to our partner for today's video, Adobe. Remember, every time you saw an Adobe logo in this video, it means there is a tutorial explaining how that effect was done over on Adobe's channel. So head down to the description of this video to check them out.
So go check out the videos on Adobe's channel and let them know we sent you. Guys, that was a ton of fun, and if you like this kind of content, remember to hit that button at the bottom to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then.